Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I'm bringing you some Jhin Norra gameplay. So this is a list that was sent to us on Twitter by Omar Shalan, and it's actually very fun. The idea with this deck is obviously to kind of play for the Jhin, and it's more like a control deck. You might not think of it this way, but it is a control deck where you have the Jhin and you have the Lord Brotman, and if you can have them both on the field, you're gonna get a lot of value from just removing opponent's units for free because of the Brotman ability, allowing you to just kill any unit that's already stunned. So now your Jhin allows you to literally kill whatever he's stunning with the with the Lotus Trap, right? So that's kind of like the main combination. Obviously, you get to play a lot of other stuff here, like the Riptide Reds that can also synergize with the Jhin. And the reason that we're in Bando City and Norra is because Norra gives us a lot of blockers with the portals, and we're able to play Pythos and Group Shot, which are very good with the Brotman as well. So again, Jhin gameplay here. It's been a while since we last showcased Jhin. Thank you, Omar Shalan, for the list. Looks very fun, and I had a lot of fun with it. So hope you enjoy the games, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. Enjoy. In this matchup, we're gonna get Tristana, Gnar, and Teemo. Okay, so I want to really see how this matchup goes. We have the Minimorph. I think the Mana Source Student is too slow. Is the Minimorph even worth it? I guess for Tristana, but it's still keeping a unit. I'm gonna see if I actually search for Jhin and Brotman. We ended up getting double Brotman though, which is not great. The Group Shot is not bad though, but the Jhin is at, oh my goodness, triple Brotman is not great. Triple Brotman is not great. We could kill this with the dealing 2 to it. I wonder if it's worth it. Okay. The point is gonna go like this. I guess we can just keep this, right? We can actually go ahead and start. Yeah, we're gonna have to play the Cosmic Binding. I think it is worth it to go for the Cosmic Binding here and kill that commando. It stops the Owlcat from coming into the field now. I think we're gonna go ahead and develop this Jhin, just so that we have access to the, especially with the Mana Soul Student. I think we develop the Jhin because what's gonna happen is that the Jhin being on the field allows me to get access to the stun every single time, right? I don't think we attack into it because I don't want to take damage. I don't think we attack into it because I don't want to take damage, right? But I think that because we have the Mana Soul Student, we can actually go Mana Soul Student and have Group Shot and be able to get the Lotus Trap, which is going to stun one of the opponent's units. And then next we can go Brotman and start chilling from there. Double Group Shot is even better. It could be the Wallop if the opponent has a Tristana here. Okay, no, it's just going to be the Group Shot. So it's going to be the Group Shot here with the Mana Soul Student. Lets me kill the Bass Burden. I don't like taking damage from the Jhin, but I also don't want to take all this damage, right? So if we go like this, we stun it and kill this guy. I guess let's let them attack first. I don't want to take all this damage, but I don't want to block with this Jhin. This sucks. I think we just block it.
Where are you from?
This Mana Soul Student is actually a lot more important than we realize. This is going to make me lose to a Pythos or a Group Shot if we block with the Jhin. If we let the Jhin go, we still cannot attack with him because it's the same thing. Opponent can just block. So I think we just go like this. Let the Jhin go. Save the damage now. Kill both Mayors since the opponent's giving me the Mayors, and we should be okay. Yeah, opponent has their own Group Shot here, which is expected, and that's cool. We have the double Brotman, so I could just, I mean, opponent losing both Mayors is huge, right? Opponent losing both Mayors is huge. We prevented as much damage as possible. We can go ahead and stop this Blast Concealing. I definitely think we have to develop this Brotman now, by the way. I don't want to get rid of the equipment. We have to develop this Brotman now, even if the opponent has Tristana. Because next time we have Wallow for the Tristana anyways. That's a great unit for them. We have second Brotman. Okay, so what is this Pythos for? This is telling me... Okay, no, they don't have it. I thought they were gonna have the prize fight, right? That's what I was telegraphing for me. But it wasn't the prize fight apparently. King score. Okay. Okay. This is rough now. Because the opponent can actually kill this Broadmans with the prize fight. I think I need to actually go ahead and kill this King's Court. I need to be able to kill this King's Court. Which means we're going to have the group shot to challenge. Yeah, we go like this. Opponent can kill one of their units by doing prize fight plus pastry. Yeah, I mean, like I expected, that's what's going to happen. We have the stun, we have the group shot. We're gonna take 2, 4, 5 damage. We go down to 10. We lose 1 Brahmin. We can block the Alcat. Sure. I'm gonna just press OK for now. See if the opponent has to commit this pastry.
Where's the competition?
Wait, really? So the opponent's opting to just lose, for me to lose the Broadmans? Because I have to block this one with the... So if that's the case, do I just take this 3 damage then? But the opponent still has access to the prize fight? We have a 3rd Broadman, so I think I'm cool taking these blocks. Because we have a 3rd Broadman, I think I'm cool taking this block like this. Right? Let the opponent prize... wait, no, they already used the prize fight, so this doesn't even die to the pastry. What am I talking about? The opponent will have to have a main deck prize fight here to kill this Brahmin. Or could have a second group shot, I guess. For some reason, I thought they still had a prize fight. As long as opponent cannot kill both of these guys, right? Opponent cannot kill both of these guys. They had the second group shot. So, they get it. But I think I'm still fine with this. I think I'm down to play the second Brahmin. The 3rd Brahmin, sorry. Do we have 11 mana? Oh, we only have 10. We only have 10. If I had 11 mana, I could play the Brahmin plus the Portapalooza. I still think it's correct to play this Brahmin. And thinking maybe maybe stop this Grandfather Fake for creating anything else that's going to be a problem. We have the Sunhawk for next turn to get some good value, and this is a really good blocker now because of the chimes. That's great. I mean, I don't care about this. I do care about that one though, but we can actually block it. 5, 8. That's gonna be 8. We could actually deny this now, right? We can go... Oh man, wait, this is actually so nuts. We can go here. We deny the 3 from the Bando Gunners, and we get to kill their units. Let's go ahead and Brahmin. Let's Brahmin again. I think I want to get rid of the spell shield. Tristana. So Tristana is a problem, but we have the stun. We do have the stuns, right? So we can kill Tristana. What if we... I think we Portapalooza. So if we go like this and go Wallop, we can actually kill Tristana and have at least a blocker. So if we go like this, and we Wallop, like we could also Portapalooza.
Mama's got a gun.
Like we can kill Tristana before she buffs anything else, and we get a second Wallop. So I'm definitely committing this Wallop here, right? So this is gonna kill Tristana before he can get any buffs, and we have a second Wallop, and we're gonna have blockers from the Portapalooza, and we just need to find a time where we can hit phase. The moment that we hit phase, I think we're chilling, and Jhin lets us do exactly that, right? So Jhin is gonna let us hit phase. He's also leveled up.
2, 3, 4.
Jhin is gonna let us hit phase at next turn, which is gonna set up the Riptide Rats.
A bad actor
We have enough blockers. This is gonna be... We can stun this girl. We can stun this girl and just call it so that we're not taking the 8 damage. Or do we even stun her? Do we go down to 5? Why did we don't stun her? Why did we don't stun her and just go down to 5? This is 1, 2 potential stuff. So this is 1, 2, 3. Again, we have the Reptile Rat, so we can clear their whole board. So we attack like this. This is gonna be 5. We have double stun, so I'm not concerned of dying to a second Vandal Gunners. This hits face. We play Reptile Rats. We kill the whole board pretty much. We have the stuns for the elusives. Going down to 5 is risky, but I think it's worth it because now we get what we've been looking for. And again, we have multiple stuns, so as long as one of them hits here, we're okay. The opponent has their Alka, but they lose both of the elusives, and the Alka loses his spell shield. We have Wallop and we have Cosmic, so I think I'm chilling. Oh my goodness, look at this game's taking forever. But this is why I like this matchup, because I mean, we have triple broad, man. We're able to kind of just control the board and remove their units. Then next time we do the same thing with Jhin. I guess we cannot do a net stun because we don't have enough. We don't have 2 skills to trigger the Lotus Trap. So that's what they got from the Mayor, right? The impact, so that's gonna be 1. We have Fearsome Blocker here. That's gonna be 1 damage. That's gonna have 2 damage there. So we do have the way to actually trigger the Jhin, right? We have the way to trigger the Jhin here. So we can go here, here, just stun it. Or we could go stun here, group shot, and then chill, right? So I like this group shot after the fact to trigger the Jhin Lotus Trap. You're gonna force me to use the second stun then, huh? So they're forcing me to use the second stun, meaning that we don't get the Jhin trigger. Crazy enough, if the opponent has a second signpost, I do actually lose. So if the opponent has a second signpost, I do actually lose because I didn't play around the signpost top deck. But they didn't have it, so it's fine. Like if they actually have a second signpost there, I do actually lose. So I put myself in a position where I almost lost because I didn't block. I didn't phantom block. That's why it's important to phantom block, so that I wouldn't be in risk of losing to the combat cook from a second signpost. So remember, kids, always phantom block. So we almost threw there, and that's my weakness as a player. As the game goes as long as it has right now, I tend to start making like these silly mistakes like that then just allow the opponent to get like very good value. Here we can just attack with everything. It doesn't matter because we're gonna just follow with RickoRex to finish the game. So even if the opponent has to block this guy, yeah, I mean it's 9. No matter how you block, it's gonna be 9. And we have the RickoRex afterwards. So the opponent has to block this way, and that's still 9. And even if it wasn't 9, even though we lose the Jhin, we have the RickoRex and just finish from there. But like I was saying, I think that's my biggest weakness as a player. When a game goes this long, when it goes past the 5-minute marks, I start making dumb misplays and forget about the opponent's cards. In this case, it was the signpost. I needed to chump block that. Because even if the opponent has the signpost, I can, if I don't have a second stun, I would have been able to just chump block and just take 1 damage, right? Fortunately, we had the double stun, so it didn't matter. But definitely a misplay that could have been very costly for us. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Sett and Karma. This doesn't look great for us. I don't think this is a game where we need to care about broad main, right? I think this is a game where we just want to push a ton of damage. So I think I like the construct. Maybe I should have kept the Pythos, just in case the opponent has the Acorn here. We don't get the Jhin, which kind of sucks. We don't get the Jhin. We have the group shot. Let's go ahead and play the construct. We just have to drop down units and see what the opponent does. That's actually a great card. I did forget we play Minimorph. That's a great card against whatever they want to do. Yeah, we're just gonna play the Heroic Refrain. It could protect me against removal later. Opponent's baiting us. This is a bait deck. Okay. So this is just gonna be a bait deck, I guess? So see, it's not... Oh, it's Shurima. Wait, I thought it was PNC. It's Shurima. So it's just... For some reason, the yellow made me think it was PNC. So it's not a bait. Opponent always showed us that they were playing Shurima. What the heck? Rider Negation, I guess, is nice for you? But what else aside from that? Yeah, I'm just gonna Portapalooza. Again, I don't care if you kill this guy. I know that you don't have the removal to kill this, I guess. Since you're not playing PNC. Okay. Cool. I mean, I want the portals. I want the portals. No Jhin really sucks. I think Jhin was super important for us to have in our hand. So that actually really sucks. Second drop the bomb. Like, I think they dropped the... Oh, we can go Scraphead. We could go Scraphead and just put a lot of pressure depending on what unit we get. But we could just as easily roll the Mecha Yodels. So I like to drop the bomb. It will enable the RickoRex later. It will enable the... Like, it will enable everything later on, right? Let's go ahead and pick that second group shot. I have ways to deal with older champions eventually. Okay, so... I think I like this first drop the bomb. And then have group shot as a backup. I don't think I attack with the Glory Seeker, by the way. So we can group shot that. That's no problem. I think I keep this Glory Seeker back to kill one of their champions. Or we can pie toss it now.
Easy does it.
Do I want to block with this one too? Like, my hand is just so bad, huh? My hand is kind of bad, huh?
Persistence is key.
I definitely don't want their hand to get better by them having to draw. Well, I don't, so I'm just gonna go here. We have the group shot to counter anything that the opponent does to try to save this. They don't bother. It's gonna be a waiting game. It's gonna be a waiting game because as long as we don't get Jhin or... Okay, so that's a Karma. That's a Karma. We can drop the bomb on the Karma. And they have access to the pastry. You have to... So... Let's do a next turn. Let's do a next turn. So that we can beat... You know what? Let's start... I want to beat the Rico. So I want to beat the Rico. Okay, this is even better, right? Because now we can just go Brahmin. And we have access to double group shot. We even have the double challenger. So Brahmin is going to deal 2, so that starts the trick. Then we have group shot. Opponent just lets her go. Whoa. As long as we pass, we're okay. So all we have to do now is just pass. And we have the Minimorph. And we have the Brahmin set in place. We always pass until the opponent taps out of, I guess, at least 2 mana. So we always pass because we have the challengers to kill their champions, their level of champions. Second Brahmin. That's actually not a bad draw. Second Brahmin is not bad because now we beat like a random Rico. Or that. See? Like we beat something like this. I don't need to do anything. Set. Alright, so... the opponent gets the barrier, but the barrier doesn't come into place until the opponent's gonna go down to 1 HP. The group shot will kill this before it gets to 1 HP, right? So we go second Brahmin, deal the first 2 damage, and then we have group shot to get it down to 1 to kill it.
Beat losers, get
So we have the group shot to kill it. Force our opponent to have a Rico. Opponent has 4 mana. They could have the double Rico, but that feels pretty bad for them. We could have also just let this Brahmin go, but I'm down to keep both Brahmins on the field. That's the first Rico. We go second group shot, and opponent loses their set. And we keep both Brahmins alive. I guess the opponent could have a second tag out. Yeah, the opponent could have a second tag out. But then we're gonna just minimorph the next set, or I guess we have to minimorph the karma. Okay. So that's what the consideration probably was, to just let this first Brahmin go. At this point, we just need the Riptide Rats. I think I deal with the set. Opponent cannot summon the set. Opponent cannot summon the set into our board. The moment the karma comes down, we minimorph her. And we can still deal with Sett because we have double Brahmin. And that's the Jhin finally. Ooh, there we go. So this Sett is gonna get what? Opponent's gonna be able to get the showstopper, right? So the opponent's looking here to get a showstopper. So maybe we actually just minimorph this one and just... Like, I feel like the minimorph has to be for the karma, right? Do I care about the showstopper? Like, if I just go like this guy dies. Yeah, so opponent's gonna get a showstopper here. They actually need to spend 2 cards though. So they get the draw. But the showstopper still kills the Sett, right? They get the draw, they can go back up to 5 mana, and they need to spend another card to get a showstopper. Or they could just spend the 2 mana now. Yeah, so they need to spend another card here just to get a showstopper. And actually we can save the Brahmin with the Heroic Refrain. They're forced to use another card here, which means that they cannot play Karma this turn. That's not a bad way to do it, right? So we just go like this. We can, so because if we stun it, it still does the same thing. So we can just deal 2 to one of these, stun it, and as long as it's stunned, the pastry will kill it. And we have the Jhin now in the field, which is gonna level up, and we have the Heroic Refrain to save the second Brahmin. We will lose a whole board though. I guess no. I guess we can Heroic Refrain to save 2 things. It's not bad. Yeah, so then we go here. And we keep the Brahmin alive as well as the Glory Seeker. We have Minimorph for the Karma. So we have Minimorph for the second Karma. We have Minimorph for the second Karma. And down to block. I don't think I care about this. And then we play the Jhin, and the Jhin's gonna start doing a lot of damage. Now the opponent still has those champions from Secret Keeper that we haven't seen yet. So the opponent still has those champions from Secret Keeper that we haven't seen yet. I'm gonna go Portapalooza, and maybe we don't attack with the Jhin. Maybe we don't attack, because again, I don't want to give them the chance. I do give them the chance here to play Karma. They don't take it. And here we go. That's a bad draw, actually, because now I have a Jetty in the top of my deck, which I don't care for.
Coin buys drink or news. I've got both.
I guess we could just level up the Jhin, right? This lets me stun 2 of the opponent's units, and I still have the Minimorph to stop a Sett or anything else.
There is art here.
I think at this point I do have to start attacking with the Jhin next turn, now that we have him leveled up. Oh wait, you know what? He leveled up, so the Lotus Trap got reset. So the Lotus Trap got reset because he leveled up. The opponent's looking for those champions. They have 4 champions. We kill 1 Sett, we kill 1 Karma. I think I have to just start attacking at this point, right? I don't think it matters. Really don't think it matters anymore. Like, I have the Minimorph. I do have the Minimorph, right? I'm giving them too much time. So if we attack here, and we go like this,
For glory, you're mine.
we are okay for now. Let's attack with all of them. You know what? Let's attack with all of them. I'm down to put a Mana Soul student on the field. Let's put a Mana Soul student on the field and start burning them out. This is dealing 4. It's letting them play the Sett or the Karma here, but we're gonna just rely on the Minimorph, and we still have a stun. I think I can't give them too much time. The opponent can kill us. Like, if the opponent gets multiple champions, if we give them too much time, they can get multiple champions. So I think it's probably correct to just start attacking with the Jhin. This is dealing 4 damage to the Nasus every time, and slowly start killing them. We're gonna get a lot of Lotus Traps once we have the Magic Embers on the field. This is gonna start burning the opponent out. We're gonna get a Jetty in the next 2 draws, so that's gonna be another big unit that the opponent's gonna have to deal with. And we still keep our Challenger here. I guess the opponent could have like a Quicksand or another Scrying Sands to kill this. So they could have a Quicksand or Scrying Sands to kill this. And I think as long as we stop the Karma and stop the infinite draw, I don't care about any of the leveled up champions that the opponent has, unless it's like an ASO. So it's gonna be double Quicksand. That means that the opponent has a way to kill this Jhin then, right? So opponent must have another of this 2 damage card, which is the Rate of Judgment, right? Opponent must have a way to kill this Jhin if they didn't decide to save their other unit. Misfortune? Okay, I don't care about Misfortune. That's not worth the Minimorph. And Jhin is going to be able to stun a lot of things in their field, right? So she's going to deal 3. She's going to deal 3. But so what? Right? Because if we just go like this... If we go like this, and then go like this... We're okay. We're stunning both. Opponent goes down to 4 HP. We're dealing all this damage with Embers. I guess if the opponent has Deny... If the opponent has Deny, I should Chump Block here. Just in case that the opponent has the Deny, right? This is triggering the Magic Embers. We're gonna get Lotus Trap next turn when we attack again. And we're chilling. The Lotus Trap and the Ember, like because the opponent goes down to 6, we have lethal with the Jhin and the 2 Mana Soul students. So this is kind of like a way to finish up the game. We didn't need to block with the Trapper. For some reason, I thought that he was gonna survive. So losing the Trapper was a mistake there. We know we're gonna draw the Jetty on the top deck. We have Minimorph. If this Jhin dies, this is a problem, right? As long as this Jhin stays alive, I should be okay. If the Jhin dies, I just lose because I ended up throwing away my 3/3. Okay. Okay, so we just win then, right? We go Mana Soul. This is gonna be 6. And then we even have the group shot for another Mana Soul trigger next turn. This is dealing 4. This is dealing 2. This is gonna be 6. I guess opponent could have Deny for this.
Listen to me.
Yeah, I mean, you just block. Opponent could have the Deny for this guy, but okay, they don't have it. I think this game was a little bit weird from my part. Like, this is, I think, what the weakness of this deck. That you don't have a lot of good draw, aside from Porter Palooza. So sometimes you get into these hands where you're not getting what you need to actually just finish up the game. But the Mana Soul students end up coming clutch there, just pushing a ton of damage and kind of letting me recycle this Jhin skill over and over again. So GG's. In this matchup, we're gonna get Ekko Akshan. So not Ekko Jhins, but instead Ekko Akshans. Interesting. Well, that drop the bomb is looking pretty darn good here, no? That drop the bomb looks pretty good. There is no Shapestone anymore. So I'm debating if this group shot is actually not correct to keep. I like the jump construct. Oh, we got the group shot back anyway. So I was trying to think, how can they survive? How can they survive this? This is even better because we can just Minimorph. Oh wow. Okay, well we get Norra. Let's force the Mystic. Let's force the Mystic out. It's not a Mystic. Okay. Now, if the opponent's playing the equipment, then obviously the punish here is that I don't have a way to deal with the action with an equipment on it. Otherwise, the drop the bomb should be able to just stop this action. Of course, they have the equipment, but we can just drop the bomb into group shot, right? And that's their whole turn right there? Yeah, they shouldn't have anything for 1 mana that can stop this. So that's their whole turn right there. And they don't get the swinging glaive hit or the swinging or the lucky find. Pretty darn good. Go ahead and just attack with her. The Lord Brahmin is a great hit. I'm gonna go actually Oncologist. I get because I'm very likely to get the portal, so I don't know that I need to have this blocker already around the field. I think I want to see what I get from here. This Brahmin is gonna make it really difficult for them to do anything, and we have the Minimorph next turn for the Ekko. I like the Oncologist. See what we get. Second drop the bomb. I think second drop the bomb is correct. It does take some board space away from me, but that should be okay. So we still have access to Minimorph, even with the Construct, and we can just block the Forsaken Bakai. We're likely to get at least 1 portal here out of the 2. Oh, we got both of them. Ah, that's kind of cute. That's a big hit. And we're chilling. We have Minimorph for any... Again, we have the Minimorph for the Ekko. And now we have the Riptide Rats as well. I guess the Rata Negation does stop the Riptide Rats, because the Riptide Rats doesn't fill up the stack. Opponent has 1. Opponent has 1, like, there's no Absolver. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no Absolver, there's no Shapestone. I was trying to think, an opponent only has 1 out of 4 on the level up. Unless 3 of the cards were predict cards, they never were surviving that. They had to be a Rata Negation. And if I eat up the Rata Negation there, so that later my Riptide Rats finishes the game, that would have been okay. So that's why you gotta play this. This deck is kind of like a control deck, obviously, kind of playing Bando City, where Jhin kind of lets you play stuff like Brahmin and Riptide Rats in the same regions. We're gonna go ahead for the strike and just kill the Norra. I guess that's fair. The Norra has been kind of messing up with them this whole time, right? Alright, you know, if two drop the bombs were not enough, here's the third one. Opponent actually... Huh. So, this Jhin is tempting, right? Because when we attack with the Jhin, we will create the deal 2 to all enemies, right? The Deadly Flourish. I'm trying to debate if I want to, or if I just want to keep the Brahmin. I think I just keep the Brahmin, and maybe what we do is that we just attack like this. Just push the 11, let my Construct die, get the portal. We go for the Brahmin. Slowly we can burn them out with the Jhin as well. And we can pretty much kill anything that the opponent has here, as long as we have the Brahmin on our hand. So even if the opponent has a second action, I think I'm fine. I'm not gonna play this out. Okay, this is the second action. Obviously the action survives here, because we only did 2 to it. But it's gonna be damaged now, which means that we can just kill it with drop the bomb. So that's pretty nice. They're gonna have to look for that nut for that second Ekko for me to even feel scared. We have the Riptide Rats on turn 8 on our next attack, so we can actually just, again, we can keep the Minimorph for the thing, for the Ekko. I guess what I'm debating, I want the opponent to commit the Swinging Glaive before we commit the drop the bomb. That's my only concern here. That's cute. So we have Minimorph. Okay. So again, we can just Minimorph that girl whenever we want to. Wait for the Swinging Glaive. Let's wait for the Swinging Glaive. Next time we have Riptide Rats. Okay, so the opponent ended up putting the Swinging Glaive under 4/4. Let's just kill this action now. Actually, the opponent will not be able to do auto negation, by the way, because we have a Jhin. So what's gonna happen is that the Jhin is gonna add the Lotus traps every time to the thing. Okay, so now we can just play Jhin, right? So I think I'm fine with this, and we just play the Jhin out.
Easy does it.
Why would I be opposed? So now we can just play the Jhin. And we have lethal anyways in the open. Opponent has no blockers.
It's not all talk, friend.
Opponent has no blockers. We can pull the Voice of the Risen. You can kill the Jhin, I guess, but that's not really gonna do anything to me. Hey, we don't even need to actually pull that girl. We can just go like this, because she's gonna get hit and stunned by the Jhin. Yeah, so she gets stunned. So she gets stunned by the Jhin Lotus Trap, and then she gets hit by the Deadly Flourish. So she dies automatically, no matter what we do. And we don't even get to play our Riptides. But as soon as, if the opponent had a way to survive this, like if they have Quicksand or something, the Riptides after will have finished the game. And because we have Jhin in our hand / our field, the Riptides will fill up the stack, which means that it cannot be used. The opponent cannot have Rata Negation to stop the Riptides trigger. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Nasus, and what I'm assuming is going to be Bolts of Helia. We do have Minimorph, right? And we do have Broadman. I'm going to keep this whole hand. I even like the Mana Soul Student to kind of level up Jhin really quickly. The Minimorph for the Nasus stops the Nasus from dying, so it doesn't activate the Rekindler. We get the Broadman too. Yeah, this hand is kind of nuts. This hand is kind of nuts. We have Broadman, Group Shot, Minimorph, Jhin, Mana Soul Student. Like, opponent would not be able to do anything in this matchup. I'm not gonna attack into it. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Mana Soul Student. I will probably block this one. I block at least one of them, I think. I think we should at least block one of them. Yeah, I think we just block it with a Construct now. Opponent would like to play Bolts of Helia on turn 4, if they can. So the second one is gonna die anyways. Haste Spike, so this is where you get punished by the Group Shot. And now we keep our units alive. And we get 2 triggers towards the Jhin. The good thing here is that now we can actually kill that Ceaseless Sentry as well. So even if the opponent has the Bolts of Helia on turn... Even if the opponent has the Bolts of Helia now, because they decided to do the Haste Spike, they're gonna lose to this Jhin. Because the Jhin is gonna trigger his Lotus Trap, stunning the Sentry. So the Jhin is gonna trigger the Lotus Trap, stunning the Sentry, and then we'll do his Deadly Flourish, dealing 2 to it. Okay, so opponent at least gets some value out of this. Do we ever attack with... I guess we have to attack with the Jhin. I'm giving them double the draw. I think it's fine if they block this here. So yeah, there you go. The Lotus Trap stuns it and kills it. You can block this one. I would say it's probably better for you to just block this one. Like block the 2-1 here. Why not block? They really don't want to let this Construct go to the field. I guess the funny thing is that because these kills don't target, if the opponent has a glimpse, they still lose the second Sentry. So even if the opponent has a Haste Spike or a Glimpse here, the Lotus Trap and the Deadly Flourish will target the second Ceaseless Sentry. So no matter what, you're gonna lose one of them. Even if you have a... Like, you're gonna lose both. If you have a Glimpse or a thing, you're gonna lose both. Now, and there's no way to kill the Jhin because of that reason. Because no matter which way they block, these kills don't target. As soon as one of these targets is out of the way, the Lotus Trap and the Deadly Flourish will go to this. So my guess is that the opponent has a second Haste Spike. Opponent has a second Haste Spike, and what they're trying to do is Haste Spike the Jhin and have the block to kill the Jhin. But again, it's not gonna work. And I think opponent continues putting it and checking the eye and realizing that. So I think you just take it and just save your Haste Spike for later. And just put the 2 damage on the Jhin for now. So I guess they killed the Mana Soul Student at least, but now they do no damage to the Jhin. Taking the Mana Soul Student is not a bad trade when all things considered. And I forgot about the husk. I did forget about the husk. So opponent could have actually killed the Jhin then. Opponent could have actually killed the Jhin because I forgot about the husk from the haste spike. The husk from the haste spike would have taken the Lotus Trap. Wow. So opponent actually had the out there. Interesting. The problem is that the opponent doesn't have, like, the opponent has nothing here that really worries me. We're just gonna continue triggering this Jhin. We're gonna put them in a position where they really cannot play into... Like, look at this. We attack. We attack again, and this is gonna get stunned. Do we ever play the Mana Soul Student first? Just because we know that this is gonna get stunned, and we wanna get the Mana Soul Student value? Probably not, right? I think we just attack with it. I think we just attack with them both. Because we can go ahead and play the Brahmin after to kill the Bakai. Like, if the opponent goes ahead and does their... If the opponent goes ahead and does the Bolts of Helia, we can just kill it with the Bakai. We can just kill it with the Brahmin, right? Because this is going to be damage now. It's going to be damage and stun. So the Brahmin can just kill it. So let's say the opponent goes for their... Let's say the opponent goes here for the Bolts of Helia. Like, let's say they finally draw it. We can kill the Bakai with the Brahmin. Even if the opponent had gotten the Bolts of Helia, by the way, based on how our curve has gone, they still will be behind. Especially because we know that we had the Minimorph to kill the Nasus, right? So we do the Minimorph to stop the Nasus, and it doesn't activate the Rekindler. So they will have the Rekindler dead in their hand anyways. There's the Bolts of Helia. We play Brahmin. Opponent loses the Bakai. And they don't have anything for the Bolts of Helia. Cool. We have Minimorph for a Nasus. So we have the Minimorph for the Nasus. Alright, so... we could also just kill it, right? We could also just kill it. The problem is, like, I don't hate killing this. We could also kill it. So we can also kill it by going Mana Student into Jhin Grenade. What's gonna happen with the Jhin Grenade? Okay, well, if you do it like this, then I guess we're gonna just Minimorph, right? I was gonna give you the chance, but I guess now we just Minimorph it. We can also just go for the Wallop. The Wallop kills it. So the Wallop is the same thing as we were trying to do with the Lancing Grenade. What I was gonna explain before the opponent played the Desert Duel is that when we play the Dancing Grenade, because we have the Mana Soul Student on the field, the Mana Soul Student is gonna trigger, which is then gonna trigger the Lotus Trap, which is gonna stun it, and then the Dancing Grenade does the one, and because the Brahmin kills anything that's stunned, it will have killed the Nasus as well. So this Mana Soul Student is really clutch at just getting us exactly what we needed. And then we go here, we attack with the Jhin, it deals 4 to the Nasus, and we just present lethal. Opponent ended up having the Bolt of Helia, but again, I think we have so much removal, and we had the Brahmin, we had the Minimorph, that we were just gonna win anyways, especially with the multiple Mana Soul Students. There was that one turn with the Haste Spike that opponent could have actually killed my Jhin. Because the Haste Spike creates the husk, my stun would have done to the husk. So opponent could have done the haste spike on the Jhin and blocked the same way that they did to deal the 2 damage with the unit, and that actually would have killed my Jhin. And actually killing Jhin probably would have allowed them to potentially have a chance in the game. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Bard, Gnar, and Sejuani, right? And we're going against RickoRex. I just realized that. So we're going up against Rico. The Minimorph is pretty darn good. The Minimorph is pretty darn good. I don't hate the constructs. And the Brahmin is also very darn good, huh? So construct, Brahmin, Minimorph should let us stabilize. Should let us stabilize long enough to do what we need to do. But then kept 3 cards in their hand as well. So this Minimorph is just so good. Oh, and we also get the Jhin. That's not bad. The minimorph is so good because it stops once the opponent goes for like the big overwhelm hits, right? Once they have like a big overwhelm unit. Double Jhin is not impossible. I mean, the second bounce does do some damage, right? The second bounce is a 4 damage card. Better than nothing. Let's go here. There we go, second construct. The opponent gets the shine. We get double minimorph. Yeah, this is the Ruthless Raider. I'm just gonna trade. Yeah, I'm just gonna trade. The fact that this is damage is gonna be better for us later anyways, when we have the Brahmin on the field. We could just go for this Jhin. I think we just attack first and play the Jhin after. Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal. We're gonna have to minimorph this, I think. We're gonna have to minimorph this unless the opponent lets me stun it. Do we minimorph it now, though? What if we don't minimorph this? I mean, we're gonna be killing this next turn, right? Do I have anything better that I want to do this turn? Because you're gonna be killing it with the Brahmin next turn, so what does it matter if we minimorph it? Let's go here. Let's go here, and we get that 4 damage next turn. We could kill this this guy right now, but I think I actually kind of like having the pie toss for the Brahmin. So I like having the pie toss for the Brahmin. We're gonna be able to kill this for free anyways because of the Jhin. And now we go for the Brahmin, right? Let's go ahead and just kill the Ruthless Raider.
Not by that hand.
We have the second bounce, which is gonna make it difficult for the opponent to do anything. And what's gonna happen here? Oh, they're gonna just freeze. They're just gonna kill this. Yeah, they're gonna entomb this. Okay. So now we have to actually minimorph this then, right? We have to actually minimorph this Ruthless Raider next turn. What's gonna happen here is that when this attacks, he's gonna kill this guy regardless. Let's go ahead and do like this. If the opponent blocks this, the second bounce could potentially just push some damage.
I will give them a show to remember.
Because the Lotus Trap is gonna hit the damage here, and then we stun. And then we deal 2 to the stun enemy. We attack. We get a card here, which is great. That was a great hit from the portal that I didn't even notice. We have a stun now too. Yeah, let's just play the second bounce now because we don't have any, you know, it's 0 mana. And we don't have anything else to do this turn. When it goes down to 2, we have the Minimorph, and we're gonna get this guy back. We have a second Brahmin. If the opponent develops something, we can Soundhawk.
Fight or die.
So we probably just want to Soundhawk, right? Because the thing is that if we Soundhawk, I guess if we go Brahmin and Pie Toss, he stuns anything. So we just go second Brahmin. How does he beat the second Brahmin? Because the thing is that the Jhin Lotus Trap is gonna stun the weakest enemy. And we have Wallow, so I'm not scared of the opponent having access to the thing, so like, look, they're gonna go for their Battle Fury. And then we just stun. And what's gonna happen now is that they just get stunned regardless, and then we have double Brahmin. They get stunned too. We should have just gone for the Pie Toss, by the way, instead of the stun, because we had the Jhin Grenade. But regardless, they just get stunned. The Jhin is just gonna continuously keep stunning them over and over again. This is 3, 6, 10. We have exactly lethal here. 3, 6, 8, 10. Opponent's gonna have to commit a freeze. And we have double Brahmin and we have double Minimorph. So it doesn't matter what they do. Okay. Now this one has stuff, so this one we have to Minimorph. Losing the Wallow was probably a big deal, by the way, more than I would like to admit. Let's just Minimorph this right now because we have the mana for it. That way we're not in a position next turn where we need to Minimorph 2 things. And as soon as we Sunhawk and have, like, the Sunhawk, like, the opponent has to develop, right? The opponent has to develop. And as soon as they develop, we just go like this. This is gonna give us the Jhin. Next turn.
For me, the spirit dance.
Okay. Sure. Let's give him the like. If we go like this is lethal, right? Because the bouncing grenade deals 1.
I hear it now.
So the bouncing grenade is the last. I almost forgot about Jhin dealing 1 to the Nexus, by the way. I was like, why is the opponent at 1 HP? So I forgot why Ricko was at 1 HP, and it's because Jhin has been doing 1 damage every single time, right? Because of the because of his ability. Because I know we left him at 2 HP last turn when the opponent stunned my tutu. Kill my tutu, but yeah. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games. This deck is very fun, right? It is very fun. I like the idea of, like, heck, even the Nasus student was putting in a lot of work, right? But I like the idea of this Jhin Broadman combo and just kind of slowly controlling the opponent's board. And eventually, once you have, like, because Jhin is like, if Jhin is on the field, he's stunning the opponent's units with the Lotus Trap, right? So he kind of lets you kind of survive by stunning them. And then when he attacks, he's dealing 2 to all stun enemies. And if you have a Brahmin on the field, dealing 2 to stun enemies means that you automatically kill them. So it's kind of like a nice way to control the opponent's board while you start to build up to your finisher of like Riptides, etc. It is a little bit inconsistent, I think. I think I need more practice with this deck as well to kind of see how it goes. But it's a lot better than I thought it would be when Omar Shalan first shared this list on Twitter with us. It's really fun. It's really fun, and I think there's actually something here. I think we definitely go to 3 Norra. I think they made a mistake on the list and only had 2. But I definitely want to have triple Norra because the portals. That's why we have the Norras, the Young Construct, and the Portapalooza. These portals are just giving us time. Giving us time for the Broadman turns, for the Jhin, and for the Riptide Rats turns. So we definitely want to have triple Norra, triple Construct, triple Portapalooza, so that we get as many portals as possible. So if you're looking at this list, you probably want to add a 3rd Norra. I wouldn't be opposed to getting rid of 1 Sunhawk instead of for a 3rd Norra. I do like the 2 Nasus student. I think this card is actually super nice with Jhin because the extra magic ember, anytime that you use a slow speed spell, can allow you to level up Jhin very quickly or just be able to cycle right back to your Lotus Trap, which is a big important part of this Jhin deck. It's also a nice way to just burn the opponent out and potentially be able to present lethal, as we saw into that Karma Sett Shurima deck where we were able to win because of the double Nasus student on the field just burning the opponent out. Really fun deck. Again, you want to play this more of a control deck where you use Norra package to kind of just buy time early on and then transition to Jhin, Broadwind to kind of just control the opponent's board. Broadman is literally the MVP of this deck. It's kind of what allows this deck to function because it lets you kill anything that the opponent has on the field. Just be careful that Broadman is kind of vulnerable to opponent's removal, and it's not like we're not playing any denies here. Maybe a signpost would be worth it, but I don't know. I don't know if the signpost is actually worth it or not yet. But the Broadman is just so good because we have access to Pie Toss and Group Shot, which are both very, very good with this deck. So yeah, really, really fun deck. In terms of mulligan, obviously you want to keep your Jhin in your hand. So I'm looking for Norra, I'm looking for Jhin, my champions. I like to keep the construct a lot of times, but a lot of times it's fine to just mulligan it away because you can, again, you're going to have other things that can give you portals. I think it's more important for us to go for our champions, Norra, Jhin, and our 3rd champion, Broadman. I do think this deck relies so much on Broadman that I do want to keep 1 Broadman in my mulligan if I do see it. And even against when you get multiple Broadman, as you saw against the Tristana and Gnar game, it can still come a clutch. We had 3 Broadmans and we actually needed all 3 to be able to win the game the way that we needed it to. So I'm looking for Norra, Jhin, and Broadman in my opening hands. You have enough early stuff that you get ways to stop the opponent's aggression early on. You know, like if you don't get your Norra, your Jhin, or your Broadman, you have a good chance of getting Conchologist and Young Construct in your hand after the mulligan. So you have stuff to kind of buy you time to draw to the champions if you don't even get them after the mulligan. So that, I think that's what I would do for the mulligan. I know I didn't do that a lot of the games in the video. Again, that's because I just started playing this deck, so I'm also trying to learn it as I go. Aside from that though, I mean, nothing else that can be said. It's pretty straightforward. kind of play it the way that I played it, to eventually you get to your Riptide Rats, Jhin, or Brahmin combo, clear the opponent board, and then just push for lethal that way. In very rare cases, you might get the Norra level up, which can also be pretty nice, or at least it's gonna force the opponent to commit removal on Norra, which is less removal that goes into your Brahmin at the end of the game. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. And again, thank you so much for Omar Shalan. The deck is very fun.